rise and shine. Coffee's brewing, feeling fine. News is out and on the air. Shizzy Whiz nuts wild, but we don't care. Morning Whiz and Coffee. Talk the news, he's a tease. Laugh it off, we're on the go. Shizzy Whiz nuts, start the show. Let's go. Spinning in the breeze, stupid jokes, he's such a tease. Sip the Java with a smile. Pants are off, but stay a while. Morning Whiz and Coffee. Talk the news, he's a tease. Laugh it off, we're on the go. Shizzy Whiz, let's start the show. Let's go. Headlines spinning in the breeze, stupid jokes, he's such a tease. Sip the Java, wear a smile. Pants are off, but stay a while. Morning Whiz and Coffee. Talk the news, he's a tease. Laugh it off, we're on the go. Shizzy Whiz, let's start the show. Let's go. Serious is overrated. Every day we're caffeinated. Talk the town, but in a jest. Morning Whiz is always best. Time to run. Morning show's a load of fun. Grab your mug, don't spill a drop. Laugh your ass off till you pop. Clock is ticking, time to run. Morning show's a load of fun. Grab your mug, don't spill a drop. Laugh your ass off till you pop.
Oh my god, Shizzy breaks Larry. Shizzy broke Larry.
Oh, yeah, indeed. It is crazy this morning. It's already starting the looniness, the wildness, the crackles. Hold on just a second. Let me do something really quick. Yes, that's Fred right there. Fred the raccoon. Sorry, I had a little bit of a cough and had to turn on my background lights. Gosh, throwing that shade of purple on there. Good morning, Brandon. Good morning. Let's go, Brandon. Tommy Bugard. Good to see you. Good morning, Cynthia. Yes, I know there's a bunch of others that were there. It doesn't pull it up like it used to. It used to show up everybody that was chatting right before I came on. It doesn't show it anymore unless I go all the way in, figure out where that's at, and turn that option on. But it is so good to see all of you this morning. Man, it is election day 2024, October the 5th. My Lord Almighty, it's going to be a crazy one. It's going to be so wild. It's going to be so crazy. You're going to hear all the fake stories come out about how, let's see, Trump's crowds are waning. Like it's just filled with empty seats right now. Oh my gosh. You have no idea. I mean, the AP loves to suppress stories. Seriously now. And the reason they suppress them is these things don't come up. Yes, it's election day. November. Sorry. It's early. I was up late last night. It might have been just a little bit, might be a little bit sleepy this morning, but I should be wild and livid today. It's wedding season, you sandbagging son of a bitch. You have a question. How many are a cash bar? How many are a cash bar? Cash is king in this world. In this world, cash is king. You fell asleep before derailed, I guess, so I could be awake for this. I should have gotten some sleep. I should have, but I didn't, as I'm an idiot. No, I did get a few hours of sleep, and I initially was planning on I'll start up at 7, and then of course my lovely wife woke me up this morning. Oh, she's so glorious. No, she's, and I mean that in a nice way. She she wanted to, well, you know, what can I say? It's morning. Good morning, Nanny. How you doing? It is beautiful, beautiful to see all you guys. You all have stupid doctors here. Yeah, you think, you think. Oh yes. Well, don't let them stop you in going out and voting in person today. If you get in line, stay in line. There we go. Just like Elon Musk, $1 million a day voter sweepstakes can proceed. A Pennsylvania judge says one day before election day. Oh, the Political Action Committee is hosting a swing states can continue through Tuesday's presidential election. Pennsylvania judge ruled on Monday. Common Pleas Court Judge Angelio Fogalita ruling after Musk's lawyer said the winners are paid spokespeople, not chosen by chance. Said the winners are paid spokespeople, not chosen by chance, did not immediately explain his reasoning. District Attorney Larry Krasner, a Democrat, had called the process a scam designed to actually influence a national election and asked that it be shut down. Musk lawyer Chris Gober said the final two recipients before Tuesday's presidential election will be in Arizona on Monday and Michigan on Tuesday. The 1 million recipients are not chosen by chance, Gober said on Monday. We know exactly who will be announced as the 1 million recipient today and tomorrow. Chris Young, the director and treasurer of America PAC, testified that the recipients are vetted ahead of time to feel out their personality and make sure they were someone whose values align with the group. Musk lawyers defending their effort called it core political speech, given that participants signed a petition endorsing the U.S. Constitution. They also said Krasner's bid to shut it down under Pennsylvania law was moot because there would be no more Pennsylvania winners before the program ends Tuesday. Oh. Krasner believes the giveaways violate state election law and contradict what Musk promised when he announced them during an appearance on Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump campaign in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania on October 19th. We're going to award $1 million randomly to people who have signed the petition every day from now until the election. Young also acknowledged that the PAC made the recipients sign non-disclosure agreements. They could really reveal the truth about how they got the money, right? Summers asked. Sounds right, Young said. On October 20th, social media posts shown in court, Musk said anyone signing the petition had a daily chance of winning 1 million. Summers grilled him on Musk's use of both the word chance and randomly, prompting Young to concede the latter was not the word I would have selected. Young said the winners knew they would be called on stage, but not specifically that they would win the money. Musk did not attend the hearing. He has committed more than $70 million to the super PAC to help Trump and other Republicans win in November. This was all political marketing masquerading as a lottery, Krasner testified on Monday. That's what it is, a grift. Well, damn him for grifting. Lawyers for Musk and the PAC said they do not plan to extend the lottery beyond Tuesday. Krasner said the first three winners, starting on October 19th, came from Pennsylvania in the days leading up to the state's October 21st voter registration deadline. Other winners came from the battleground states of Wisconsin, Nevada, Arizona, Georgia, North Carolina, and Michigan. It's not clear if anyone has yet received the money. The PAC pledged they would get it by November 30th, according to the exhibit shown in court. More than 1 million people from the 7 states have registered for the sweepstakes by signing the petition saying they support the right to free speech and to bear arms, the first two amendments to the U.S. Constitution. Krasner questioned how the PAC might use their data, which will have an on-hand well past the election. They were scammed for their information, Krasner said. It's almost unlimited use. Krasner team called Musk the heartbeat of American PAC and the person announcing the winners and the present and presenting the check. He was the one who will present the checks, albeit large cardboard checks. We don't really know if there are any real checks. No, this large giant check, you have to take it into the bank. Fogalita presided over the case of Philadelphia Hall after Musk and the PAC lost an effort to move it to federal court. Krasner, he said he could still consider criminal charges as he's tasked with protecting both lotteries and the integrity of elections. About the same, isn't it? Good morning, Miami Spice. Hey, Miami, you saw the video of Texas Jen, right? All you had to do is give a thumbs up. If you haven't, I'll show it to you. Pennsylvania remains a key battleground state with 19 electoral votes, and both Trump and the Democrat Vice President Harris have repeatedly visited the state, including stops planned on Monday, the final hours of the campaign. Krasner, who noted that he has long driven a Tesla and he could also seek civil damages for the Pennsylvania registrants. Musk is the CEO and largest shareholder of Tesla. He owns the social media platform X, where America Pac has published posts on the sweepstakes and the rocket ship maker. Oh, yes, I love it. We need to get that one to her. Yeah, that's an awesome video. Oh my gosh. Oh yes, it is going to be an interesting story as this all unfolds later today. And then, of course, we have Tropical Storm Raphael. It spins towards the Cayman Islands as Cuba prepares for a hurricane hit. Oh, poor Cuba. It's going to be hit by another hurricane. San Juan, Puerto Rico. Tropical Storm Raphael chugged towards the Cayman Islands on Tuesday. Was forecast to strengthen into a hurricane en route to Cuba. The storm was located 105 miles southwest of Kingston, Jamaica, early Tuesday. They had the maximum sustained winds of 60 miles an hour. It was moving northwest at 13 miles an hour, according to the National Hurricane Center in Miami. Now, I didn't know Miami had a hurricane center, but I knew that Miami was spicy. Hey, Stormy, how you doing? Good to see you. Yes, Stormy was one that I saw earlier. Hey, Jay, hey, JJ, and Papa 2020. To be or not to be was the question America was waiting for you to answer, Camel Toe. That's right. Coffee. Yes, good morning. And happy election day. Yes, it is. Wes and Bama, good to see you. How you doing? Oh, we're having a good day. Started watching too. I had just joined when she went live. Yeah. Yeah. Good stuff. Hurricane warning in effect for the Cayman Islands and the Cuban provinces of Pinar, El Rio, Artemisia, La Habana, Mahabaki, Matanzas, south of Youth. A tropical storm is warning in effect for Jamaica and Cuba and all these other places that I can't really pronounce. The storm is currently situated in an atmospheric and oceanic environment that's quite conducive for strengthening. Well, let's see what Raphael does. Raphael is the 17th named storm of the season, and there she blows. And an average Atlanta hurricane produces 14 named storms, 7 of them hurricanes and 3 major hurricanes. So just a little more active. You know, it happens every so often. We get those storms like every year. Oh, who the hell licked the red off his lollipop this morning? Kramer is preaching to the wrong choir. Who's Kramer? I don't know who Kramer is. It's a crazy, crazy day. I will tell you. It is stories like this that you see that make you go, North Carolina sees a record turnout with more than 4.2 million ballots casted early in voting person voting sites. So, from what I understand, is Mad Money gay? Oh, okay. I thought you said Mad Money gay. I was like, what? Who's Mad Money and who's gay? Cuba's been in a blackout for weeks. Russia stopped keeping the antique power plants running for them. I need to locate on I voted for Trump sticker. I need to locate an I voted for Trump sticker. Well, I don't have any of those. It'll be just I voted. You know, probably we'll have red, white, and blue. You know, Raleigh, North Carolina has already surpassed its early voting record set in 2020, but the State Board of Elections announced Sunday that more than 4.2 million voters cast ballots early in-person voting sites with turnout in western counties hit by Hurricane Helene, outpacing the rest of the state. Early in-person voting. Oh, okay. Which ended Saturday has become increasingly. Well, it was Saturday. Why are you now telling us? have become increasingly popular in the presidential battleground state over several election cycles. People can simultaneously register to vote and cast ballots at early voting sites. For years, a record 3.63 million people voted at hundreds of sites in all 100 counties during the early voting period. This year, the state exceeded the total by a Thursday. Days before the period ended, the board said, and so we've got millions of votes that are coming in this early voting. Why would people do that? I'm proud of all our 100 county boards of elections and the thousands of election workers who are making this happen in their communities, stated the state board executive, Karen Brinson Bell. I'm especially proud of the workers and the voters of Western North Carolina. You're an inspiration to all. This year's early turnout has become partly in response to a push by state and national Republicans to get people to vote early. Their message marks a sharp contrast to the 2020 election when Donald Trump, without any evidence to back the claim, and mail-in voting was rife with fraud. They really weren't pushing it because they had no reason to. But they saw what happened last year when people were out there and then those ballots were getting counted at the 20th hour. Just take I voted sticker and permanent marker the right Trump under I voted. Yeah, there you go. That's what you do. Exactly. They tried telling me they don't prescribe antibiotics and steroids for sinus, double ear, and upper respiratory infection, yet my doctor does. I don't know. Worked early for the first time. You voted early for the first time this year. Nice. My wife tends to vote early. I don't. I usually vote on election day. I'm just a firm believer in voting on election day. Sorry. And I have no problem doing that. I don't do the mail-ins. I don't do any of that stuff. I just go and vote in person, like what I'll do after I get done here today. So voting early, there is an advantage. Is you don't have as long lines, and they can spread it out over a longer period of time, which doesn't matter to me. Usually my polling place is like within, 10, 15 minutes. I'm through the line. Doesn't take very long. That's how it was in 2020. I mean, it was packed up, but quick in, quick out. I need to go get my haircut today more than anything. It's starting to get a little scruffy. Starting to get a little scruffy over here. But there's always this right here. There's always the people that I don't know. We know that there's a whole bunch of people on the Diddy list, right? You understand that. I mean, let me be honest with you. You've heard about this stuff where all these people that are former Diddy personalities that Diddy had all these pictures on. Well, they're back at it again. It's really, really creepy because it looks like they're just involving more kids again. See? And what is it about this that she's gonna say?
I am here with 10 first-time voters.
Sure. These are first-time voters. They look like you looks like you warmed them up a little.
For Philadelphia. So Phoenix, I hear you did research before voting.
I did.
I did. Yeah. How much do do you think they're paying these kids? How much do you think they're paying them? Because, Oprah doesn't do anything unless it's financially benefiting her. And I'm sure that she's getting paid in the millions to show up to this speech. Because that's how she operates.
It was really important to me that, the policies that Kamala Harris has proposed for women's reproductive rights.
There is no such thing. So the question that this girl should have asked, good morning. The thing that this girl should have asked, about this whole thing about women's reproductive rights. It's like, why hasn't she done that for the past 4 years? If what she's proposing is so big and so grandiose, what happened to 4 years ago whenever they were allowing illegals to come into the country? See, these are the questions these poor young children never asked. They never found this out. Good morning, JW. Video audio is hard to hear. Well, I can't turn it up any louder. I really can't. I wish I could, but it doesn't happen that way.
And education equality are what led me to cast my ballot for her.
Education equality. Women don't have the right to reproduce? No, they don't. That's what I hear, Zach. Women don't have that right to reproduce anymore. They want to take that away from women. I was like, wow, they moved enough to come and help. Beautiful sight. I don't know what that means. I must have missed something in the chat.
Fantastic. And Eddie, I heard you stood in line because
honestly, it was an honor as an African American.
Really? What is that? What is African American? Because, you know, Elon Musk is an African American. Interesting. I can't turn up the volume. I can't turn it up any louder than that. That's as loud as she gets. The Amish is you want to help in. Yeah. Yep. That is correct.
To exercise my right to vote, which my ancestors fought so hard for.
Your ancestors fought so hard for. Did his ancestors in Africa fight for the right to vote? I'm curious. Yeah. Sorry. That's a problem. I mean, that's what he said, right? I could have misheard, but I heard that he said he was African. Yeah. So if he's saying that, then his ancestors in Africa gave him the right to vote. Bring on the chaos. Let's effing go. Yeah, I'm going to bring the chaos on.
And as a professional soccer player for the Philadelphia Union,
he's a professional soccer player for the Philadelphia Union. Gotcha. Never heard of the Philadelphia Union, but go sit down, young man. Well, no, this is supposedly his first time to vote. So that means he just turned 18 and he's playing for the Philadelphia Union, which I guess is a pro ball. That'd be weird. Maybe you should have gone to college, or maybe he is in college in the Philadelphia Union as a football team there or something. I don't know. You took your old man early voting. If you knew him, you'd know why. I'm just tell us more. Tell us more. Bulldog JC, good morning. Go Dogs. You know what I mean. Mm-hmm.
I know that God, he gave me the opportunity to be a leader in this platform.
Then why aren't you acting like a leader? I'm wondering how many of these people they have up here on stage are being paid to be here. We know Oprah is. I mean, that's very clear. Oprah's paid quite handsomely. Oprah, how much? And I'll look this up. How much for Oprah to speak? There we go. Oprah. Let's put it this way. Oprah Winfrey's fee at events is, here we go. I'll pull it up if it will allow me to. What the hell? It just kicked it back. Huh. I pulled it up and then it kicked it back. Oprah Winfrey, she charges $1.5 million to $2.5 million to come and speak. Imagine that. So what how much do you think these kids got paid? A good 20 grand each, 20, 30 grand to come and speak? That were already registered Democrats. Yeah. What do you think? How much do you think that Oprah got paid? Was it 1.2, 1.6, 2 million, 2.2 million just to come speak at this? I didn't know that. If you have to ask how much each costs, you can't afford it. That's true. That's true. Oh my gosh. Some say it's best overall oval ever filled in. Their ovals are horrible. They suck. They have marker outside the line.
Platform to encourage my peers and all of you out here to stand for what's right.
The peers? So he likes the peers.
Go Kamala.
And Sophia, you haven't voted yet, but you're getting up at what time tomorrow to go vote?
7 a.m.
7 a.m. when it's open, okay?
And my
She looks like an OnlyFans girl. Just saying.
family's from Puerto Rico, so voting.
Puerto Rico!
So she's from Puerto Rico? She sounds very white and Philadelphian to me.
So voting this election just means so much to me, and I plan to become a future OBGYN, and I'm so excited to vote for Kamala Harris to.
So what? I wonder if anybody asked her what a woman is. I really wonder that if anybody asked her what a woman is.
Ensure my future patients' freedom.
Oh, okay, I got it. So I wonder how she'll feel whenever a guy like steps up in that chair, opens up his legs, and says, "No, I'm a woman. You must take care of me." How dare you? What the F? That's getting up early? Of course, for her, it's getting up early. She doesn't know what it's like to be up at 5 a.m. Let's go. It's the only oval of your ever filled in for quite a while. God, Zach.
It's fantastic. We need more female OBGYNs. And so all of you are voting tomorrow morning, getting up early, voting tomorrow morning. Thank you for exercising your freedom of expression and your power as citizens of this country. How many first-time voters?
We have a voter here. We have a voter here. You're a horrible human being. You just want to say she's horrible. Vote Kamala should be out of a job. Oh no. She 7 is sleeping in. Amateurs. Yeah. If it's sleeping in is like for me is 9. That's sleeping in for me. Oh, of course. No. On her OBGYN table, I'm sure that they do tell them what their pronouns are. So this right here was her speech. And, she's made it sound like, oh, if you vote for Donald Trump, all of these things will be taken away and more.
Raise your hand, folks, first-time voters. Beautiful to see you. Thank you all for coming here tonight and representing all the people who will be voting tomorrow. Those of you who have not voted, thank you so much.
What? Those people who have not voted, thank you so much. Oprah, what the hell did you just say? She said, thank you. Those who have not voted, thank you so much.
And representing all the people who will be voting tomorrow. Those of you who have not voted, thank you so much.
Yeah, she just thanked everybody that hasn't voted. Yeah, Oprah made her money. She don't give no F's. No, why would she? Why would she?
On January 20th, 1961, President John...
What does that have to do with anything? Going into a... Oprah does make long-winded speeches, and she's great at there's a reason why she makes millions of dollars to go and do these speeches. There's a reason why she makes that kind of money. And it is pretty amazing that they've got this star-studded cast that come in to really give them a little what for. Because this is the kind of stuff that AP likes to promote here, and I'll show you, because it's interesting to me that the AP does this kind of crap. As the front page says, help donate so we can have the most what is it, fair and balanced, or is it that the most truthful, or some crap like that on their page. Oh, I can't stand Oprah either. She's annoying as everything. This is what I woke up to seeing this morning. Empty seats become a more common sight at Trump's final rallies. So that means that, what does it mean? What does it mean? Has spent nearly a decade bragging about his crowds. Lately, he's been making the same boasts in swaths of empty seats. Really? Is that true? Is that really true? What he's saying, that there's empty seats there, that there's empty seats at the Trump rallies. So what would this be? What would this be? This was his final speech in Philadelphia. Empty seats, huh? Looks to me like a pretty packed house. It looks to me like it's pretty packed in there. Doesn't look too empty. Huh. Empty seats. Local news guys was exploring how they will do tonight coverage. They won't call it. They won't call if it, but it will let AP do it. Yeah, exactly. Oh, please. Every Trump rally is rammed to the rafters. Exactly. Those effing losers just take pictures when everyone is leaving. Well, of course. At least they don't pay all attendants of rallies to show up. Well, that's true. They don't have to. That's how much excitement is going into this. And we should keep that excitement going. We should really have people excited about going and casting their vote, having it cast. You've got until close of business today to get that crap done. What are you taking? What are you taking so long for? Why are you sitting here watching me? Why haven't you gone out and voted? If you already have voted, then go out and vote again. But no, I'm kidding. To only vote once. Damn it. Oh my gosh. All right. So let's go back to this story is because we know AP's full of shit. So as they were saying, you have to trust us. We know so much. Trump for the first time is facing an opponent who stages her own massive rallies. Yeah, she stages them all right. She pays people to be there, and what she can't pay for, she fills in with AI. Calling further attention to the fact that his crowds, however enthusiastic they are, sometimes have failed to fill large venues and often thinned out as he spoke. In North Carolina this weekend, the former president, Republican nominee, spoke at the first Horizon Coliseum in Greensboro, where the lower level of the 22,000-seat arena remains unfilled, with the other level blocked off altogether. We've had the biggest rallies in histories of any country. Every rally's full. And he didn't falsely claim that. He's been very straightforward. Staged is correct. Trump got 30,000 plus at a building that seated 7,000 in Salem, Virginia. Exactly. I'm too addicted to shizzy. I can't seem to leave. I try. I'm just like you. Just inject that main vein. Get some shizzy in you. Oh, that sounds wrong. No, not like that. Shh. He began on Monday, the eve of the election rally in North Carolina, where a late arriving crowd came close to filling the venue, but left a smattering of empty seats. That makes no sense. A late arriving crowd came close to filling the venue, but left a smattering of empty seats. That is the most asinine thing. Why didn't they just say a late arriving crowd came close to filling the venue? Where there were sections, okay. The campaign hung a large American flag near the back of the arena, blocking the view of several seating sections that remain unfilled. Well, then it would move to the front. But that was something that Camel Toe did often. He then went to PPG Paints Arena, where the upper level of seating was again blocked off. But see, those pictures that they were showing before, yeah, this is absolute bullshit story. See, there's one thing that they haven't been doing. They've almost refused to show the whole crowds. The Fox News, NBC, ABC, they don't want to show what the crowds look like in those places. They're very hesitant about doing that. Almost all the pictures that you're going to see from, and it's amazing to me, and it really is, that a lot of these pictures that you see coming from Camelot are from one point of view, one picture taken at one point in time. And it's the same people that are posting it. Look at the record turnouts that have been here. And it's and it's constantly the same picture at the same exact place, taken and used over and over again. Now, if you pull up some of Trump's stuff, he has his campaign stuff, and then there's the other people that are there taking pictures from different places in the crowds, and they're just saying, yeah, it's packed houses. It is packed houses. Well, Cynthia, Rogan endorsed Trump yesterday, but I had a feeling last week he already was going to, by the shenanigans camel toe try to play on his podcast. Yeah. Some areas make your choices easy for you, although this year there was no uncontested race except for school board, where your choices are far left or extreme left. That's very true. That's very true. Hey, Captain Kern. Hey, happy election day and other friends. Trump gets crowds in his rally at midnight. Yeah. Tonight's going to be crazy. If you see RFK said it was going to be a landslide, he was polling. He knows what's up. He knows what's up. Remember, today is garbage day, not recycling day. Ooh, that's a good one. That is a good one. Yeah, recycling day is tomorrow. No, recycling day is Thursday for us. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, the amount of people that are on here is not quite enough. I mean, all you have to do is look at, and I showed this yesterday, but I must show it again, because it is a constant reminder of the flip-flops of camel toe.
All right, so now to this. Kamala Harris's policy pivots, there's many of them, and they're hard to miss. The question is, are moderates and undecided voters buying any of it? For instance, watch her flip-flop.
No, I don't
on
think
guns.
they are. I think people know what's up.
How mandatory is your gun buyback program?
It's mandatory.
Second Amendment?
We have to get these guns off the street.
Look, I'm in favor of the Second Amendment. I don't believe we should be taking anybody's guns away.
Except when she does. She also pulled this 180 on
Yep.
fracking.
There's no question I'm in favor of banning fracking. I will not ban fracking. I have not banned fracking as Vice President of the United States.
Here she is walking back her policy on EV mandates.
So will everyone have to drive electric cars?
Well, by my plan, by 2045, we will have basically zero emission vehicles only.
I will never tell you what kind of car you have to drive.
No, she did. Oh, and then, of course, there's the border wall. She loathed it. Now I guess she's for it.
Folks have plenty enough problems that they need their president to focus on instead of a wall. That wall ain't gonna stop them.
To fix the problem, you're doing this compromise bill. It does call for $650 million that was earmarked under Trump to actually still go to build the wall.
I am not afraid of good ideas where they occur.
Good ideas. I guess the wall is no longer an un-American vanity project, which is what she used to call it. It's kind of tough to tell where she stands generally on the border and security. Watch this.
We're not going to treat people who are undocumented and cross the border as criminal. Those who cross our borders unlawfully will be apprehended. We will pursue more severe criminal charges against repeat violators.
And we could have gone on. That was just
a small portion. Because she's like a fish out of water. Flip flop, flip flop, flip flop. Flip flop, flip flop. She can't do anything but do that. Why? Why would she do such a thing?
Remember when Kamala Harris said this?
Thank God our president is in good shape, in good health, and is ready to lead in our second term. Because Joe Biden is very much alive and running for re-election.
President is in good health. He's very active. You see it for yourself with your own eyes.
Joe Biden is going to be fine. And let me tell you something. I work with Joe Biden every day. The work that under Joe Biden's leadership, our administration has accomplished is transformative. So the way that the president's demeanor in that report was characterized could not be more wrong on the facts and clearly politically motivated.
Over and over again, she lied to us. We, the people, will not forget that Kamala Harris has showed us time and time again that she has absolutely no problem lying to or misleading the American people. Make sure that you get out and vote.
Nice, huh? Amazing. Amazing. Do you think that was staged? I think it was staged. But this is going to be much more funny. She wasn't wrong. It was transformative into a hellscape. That's correct. You can make a 10-hour documentary of her flip-flopping. Yeah, pretty much. But this is something not political right here. You're going to love this. This is not political. And everybody will agree with this point. Left, right, it doesn't matter. This is awesome.
I think the hardest word in America has been the word shit. I thought it's easy, that I know what shit means. But it turns out I didn't know shit. I think it's the most complicated word. Like, how can it be if something is bad, it's shit? If something is really good, it's the shit. I had to study that shit. If I give shit to you, that means that I'm telling you off. But if I give a shit, then I care. And if I take shit, then I accept that you are bullying me. But if I take a shit, I take a shit. And I learned that my shit is always good and positive, but your shit, his shit, her shit, always bad. Like, I can't deal with her shit. I have to put up with his shit. Clean up your shit. But don't touch my shit. I think the hard...
Oh, yes. That is. But we've seen her drunk. We've seen her drunk again. Here we go.
Thank you.
All 30 people.
Let's vote. Let's get out the 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 vote. Let's win. All right, let's get to work. 24 hours to go. And
yeah. Just remember what this is all about. Just remember what this election is all about. Oh, you think it's about left or right? No. It's not about that. It's about revenge. Peanut. We must be avenged. Peanut must be avenged. We have to do this. Just stop the evil. Pets for Trump. Say, how could you ever not? How could you ever not? Trump Vance, make America great again. Pets for Trump. Yeah. It's an ode. Peanut for president. Justice for Peanut. That's right. You have to have some justice for Peanut. Now, if you're wondering, some of you people might be saying, well, who's Peanut? Well, we covered Peanut yesterday. Yeah. And last night. This is a video. This is Peanut right here. Peanut. Look at that. Just this little bitty creature. Eyes are still closed. It's got no food. It's being fed. Little Peanut was rescued. Look at little Peanut rescued. There's little Peanut. Look, even the kitten's sleeping with Peanut. And Peanut's getting bigger. Look at this. This is Peanut right here. Poor little Peanut. Look at this. Oh my gosh. I mean, how can you not adore the little squirrel? Poor little squirrel. Poor little squirrel. You would do this? That's not Peanut, by the way. It's just another squirrel. And here's the guy that rescued Peanut at a very young age.
Hi, everyone. I just wanted to update all of you, but I would first like to say how grateful I am for all of the love and support. You guys have no idea how much you have gotten me through the day and a half of just torment and a nightmare. I can't believe what transpired yesterday. I'm going to leave the details out of it, but we have the understanding that the DEC will not tell us whether or not Peanut is alive or not. So I can't give you a definitive answer of whether or not he's still here with us. I hope we have an opportunity to take him back and continue this journey on starting a nonprofit in a squirrel's name. Starting this nonprofit has been a dream come true. Showing the life of a squirrel has been nothing but incredible, and I can't thank you all for the love and support. So please continue to check the GoFundMe out. Please donate if you can. We have hired a legal team, so there's going to be a lot of expenses coming our way. So I just want to say thank you for everybody who signed petitions and emailed and called and really supported us. Hopefully we can bring Peanut home, but I can't do it without you guys. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for looking out for me and my family and the animals here at Peanut Farm. It means the world to me. So thank you, and I will keep you updated as we go along.
Yeah. And within 24 hours, this is what happened. This is what happened within 24 hours. Within 24 hours of that sad story was this.
It wasn't always like this. They arrested Peanut, found him guilty, and murdered him. The people rioted. The chaos spread. And now all we have are memories of Peanut.
It's a travesty. Yes, it is a travesty. Are they going to try to swap in a wild squirrel? I think you'll be able to spot the difference. You could. You saw a post on X yesterday that the lady called Peanut, bounty on her. Yeah. That was the person that did that. It was this lady right here. This lady right here called in to have Peanut arrested, to check in on Peanut. Somebody that just absolutely could not stand that someone had a squirrel. And this is the person that did the deed. Yeah. This lady right here deleted all her social media posts after it was found out it was her that did it. And this person right here was the person that actually did the deed. Yeah. Those are your elected officials doing these kinds of things. Yeah. Just remember, justice for Peanut and Fred. See? Peanut and Fred. They're saying she didn't. Well, of course. Of course, they'd say anything to make sure that she's safe. Make sure that she's safe. But at this moment, you know what time it is. It's time for some coffee. We're going to take a slight break. We're going to grab some caffeines. We're going to get a little bit more of the go-go juice into our veins. I mean, I know you can't get enough of the shizzy, but here you go. Let's get a little bit of Rambo and some otters and hummingbirds. Here we go.
Sandy shores, get a tan, Rambo the orangutan. Driving a golf cart, oh man, Rambo is half crazy, yes he can. Well, that SOB's a sight to effing see. Oh, Rambo's rolling, and the sun he's free at last. While Shizzy has his coffee, these two are having an effing blast. Whoa, Rambo's rolling, as the sun he's free at last. while Shizzy has his coffee. These two are having an effing blast. Shizzy on the dunes, coffee in hand. Rambo is a loon, and Shizzy is, well, that is too dirty to say here. Shizzy on the dunes, coffee in hand. Rambo is a loon, and Shizzy is a, that is too dirty to say here, Oh, Rambo's rolling, rolling, rolling. As the sun, he's free at last, while Shizzy has his coffee. These two are having an effing blast. Otters in the surf, hummingbirds in the sky. Rambo honks the horn and spits in Shizzy's eye. Oh my! Oh, Rambo's rolling, rolling, rolling. As the sun, he's free at last, while Shizzy has his coffee. These two are having an effing blast. Oh, Rambo's rolling. Rambo takes a turn, driving to the wave. Otters wave their paws, telling Rambo, not sure, but if you could understand, Otter, it probably wasn't nice. Rambo takes a turn, driving to the waves. Otters wave their paws, telling Rambo, not sure, but if you could understand, Otter, it probably wasn't nice. Oh, Rambo's rolling, rolling, rolling. As the sun, he's free at last, while Shizzy has his coffee. These two are having an epic blast. So here's to Rambo, otters and hummingbirds by the edge of the ocean. And Shizzy, well, he might just be there too. Well, here's to Rambo, otters and hummingbirds by the edge of the ocean. And Shizzy, well, he might just be there too.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Shizzy, it's the 5th. I was really confused for a minute. Well, don't ever be confused, Rosalind. Don't ever be confused. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, see, Bonita's like, dang it. I was going to take a shower, but you were not quick enough. Because Rambo came along, and then you heard my voice, and you were like, yes, now I need to go take a shower. Oh, good morning, Shizzy and the Chatters. Hi, good to see you, Al. Good to see you. Good morning, Connie. Yeah, it's wonderful to see you. I'm glad you guys could come in. Yeah, this is going to be a crazy day today. Just like Captain Chris said, it's going to be a long day. I don't think it's going to be a long day. It'll be a long evening. It'll go on. We should know. Your title says the 4th. Does it say the 4th? That's awesome. I guess I should probably fix that, huh? I'm really bad at not getting these things taken care of. Thank you for letting me know, because I don't pay too much attention to it. Yeah, it does say the 4th on it. Well, let me go ahead and fix that damn thing really quick. Make it work. Make it work. Doggone it. I'm so bad with these things. Let's fix that right now. The 5th. There we go. Now it's fixed. Damn it! All you have to do is refresh, and then you got it. It's taken care of. Oh man. So there's some days that I get these things wrong. It happens. It absolutely happens. Doggone it! It does this. I set this thing up to have monetization on, so that way it monetizes afterwards, but you guys don't get any of the ads, and it keeps turning it off. I don't know why it does that. There's just something to be said about election day. It is a crazy thing. It is a crazy thing. But I've got this one here for you. If you haven't seen this yet, you're gonna get a chuckle.
Admired about you. I'm a believer that he's going to do exactly what he said he was going to do, even if Kamala Harris wins. How do you prepare for that? How do you think about that?
We're pretty prepared since he's already done it.
And he's already said he's going to do
it. Really? See, this is the gaslighting that the news media is gonna do to people. Say, oh, he's gonna come out, he's gonna take then do this X, Y, and Z. Never has he done that. With whatever it is they're accusing him of, 9 times out of 10 he has not done that. But we do know that camel toe will take away your right to bear arms, will take away your freedom of speech, will take away your rights to vote. We know that she will do that. We know that whenever the chips are down, the kind of shenanigans that she's going to pull, are going to pale in comparison. Absolutely pale in comparison to anything that anyone could ever do. I've been attacked by a pirate. Damn it.
Arrgh, schooner. Join me, my friends, as I go through the waking up process, as I was up way too late last night.
Oh, yes, it was late last night. What is it, 1?
Dude, I was up way later than you.
Whoa, you talking with an expert afterwards? You go over to Discord?
No, we were backstage for quite some time even after you guys left. So.
Oh God, yeah. I was exhausted last night.
Yeah, I'm running on pure caffeine this morning, and
you gonna take a nap today?
Hell yeah, I'm going to. I may take a nap right after this stream. You kidding me?
Oh. Yeah, I've got to go vote right after this stream. See, I don't have very far to go to vote. It's literally I can walk there. That's the best part about it.
Awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, I probably do the same thing.
Yeah, that's why it's perfect for me, because I can just once it ends, I can go, and if there's a long line, like 2020. There was a line, and I was still through in less than like 15 minutes.
Oh, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
No, I knew it was going to be crazy busy, so I early voted this year.
Oh yeah.
Just because, I was like, okay, early voting comes out. I'm going to go ahead and get this taken care of, so that way on election day I can just kind of sit back and watch the chaos.
Yeah. I'm wondering how soon it is before we hear about the chaos. I'm hoping that we hear none of it. It's not that I hope we hear none of it. I just hope there is none of it. If there is, I want to hear it.
I think during the actual, throughout the day, you're probably not going to hear much, because it's, just people going to vote. I mean, you may hear some, few things here and there, like a mess up with the machine or something.
Yeah.
Tonight's when it's going to get interesting.
Yes.
And no matter which side wins, prepare yourselves accordingly.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. It's not to scare anybody. I'm just, there's going to be hurt feelings one way or the other.
Yeah. And just remember that they are boarding up Washington. Like they're boarding up businesses. Like these states that they're where these people are showing all of these speeches and things like that, where especially your battleground states, it's gonna get wild, because somebody's gonna be there videotaping and they're going to say you're not allowed to videotape here. And which inside the building you're not allowed to videotape, but you
Correct.
do have a certain, and I don't know what it is because each state is different. You have to stay a certain distance away. Make sure you know what the law is before you go out there with your cameras and do something stupid, because the last thing you want to do is end up with your ass in jail and not being able to vote because you decided to whip out your freaking camera at a polling place.
Yeah,
and they'll
because there's
tell you inside. Yeah, I know almost all of them inside. You're not allowed to be taking pictures and crap like that.
Right. Yeah, there are some states that will allow you to take a picture of your own ballot, and there's some states that absolutely will not. So be sure to check with your individual state if you plan on doing. Me, I'm like, I get the premise behind it to say, okay, this is how I voted, and kind of keeping it for yourself just in case.
Right.
But for the most part, hey, I ain't doing damn selfies and stuff inside. Once I get inside the building to go vote, nope.
You should be there for the business of getting your vote cast and getting the hell on, because the last thing you need to do is start a ruckus, have your ass arrested.
Well, for crying out loud, you got people behind you. Go vote and then get the hell out.
Yeah, just get your thing done. Whenever you're done, then take a picture, your selfie or whatever, and
your I voted sticker. I mean, that's cool.
That's cool. Nothing wrong with that. But don't do stupid shit, because that's what people are looking for. What they're looking for is you to do something really stupid.
Yep. Don't give them an excuse.
Nope.
Don't give them an excuse.
And that was the same thing with January 6th. I kept telling all my friends, and most of them were just like, yeah, I'm not gonna make sense. I was like, don't. There's something stupid's going to happen. Stay away from places like that.
Yeah.
I understand wanting to be patriotic and support your guy, but dude, like, it's going to get you in trouble.
Oh, and remember, I know it's the case in my state. I don't know how it is in others, but you cannot wear political hats, shirts, buttons, whatever, within so many yards or so many feet of the polling place. So like you can't go in with your Trump shirt on.
No,
you can't.
No.
It's illegal.
Hell, even some of these places, if you're wearing a red or blue shirt, they might shoot at you.
That's true. Now I've seen plenty of people that will dress up like it's 4th of July.
Yeah.
They'll wear their patriotic stuff. I mean, that's cool, but
yeah, don't make it obvious on what you wear. That's why I'm wearing this. I'm wearing this, and I'll probably have to throw on a rain jacket, because I think we're supposed to have rain today. So
yeah. I just wear my Tennessee stuff like I do about every day.
Hey, you wear a 1984 shirt. Speaking of that, that's what I'm going to be reading tonight. I'm going to be reading 1984 tonight. And my suggestion is, don't wear anything political. Even if it's questionable, just don't do it. Just show up and if you have to, wear all freaking black. Be like Johnny Cash.
Because here's the thing. If you wear something that may even be slightly political, you're going to have some Karen behind you go, I can't believe it's illegal for you to wear that. Blah, blah, blah. Just, you don't want to talk to those damn people anyway.
No. See, too many people get caught up in this, and they get in trouble. They and I don't want to see anybody get in trouble, because here's the thing. I'm gonna have to read this. So give me a second, because my eyes are still blurry and it's early, and my eyes are going to shit because I'm old. But this is really important. It says here come the men in black. No, that's not it. That is not right.
That's a song, Shizzy.
Men in black. Lyrics. There, I'm going to pull up these lyrics. Well, you wonder why I always dress in black, why you never see bright colors on my back, and why does my appearance seem to have a somber tone? Well, there's a reason for the things that I have on. I wear the black for the poor and the beaten down, living in the hopeless, hungry side of town. I wear it for the prisoner who has long paid for his crime, but is there because he's a victim of the times. I wear the black for those who've never read or listened to the words that Jesus said about the road to happiness through love and charity. Why, you'd think he's talking straight to you and me. Well, we're doing mighty fine, I suppose, in our streak of lightning cars and fancy clothes, but just so we're reminded of the ones who are held back. Up front here ought to be a man in black. I wear it for the sick and lonely old, for the reckless ones whose bad trip left them cold. I wear it for the mourning of the lives that could have been. Each week we lose 100 fine young men. And I wear it for the thousands who have died, believing the Lord was on their side. I wear it for another 100,000 who have died, believing that we were on their side. Well, here's the things that will never be right, I know, and all the things changing everywhere you go. But till we start to make a move to make things right, you'll never see me wear a suit of white. I'd love to wear a rainbow every day and tell the world that everything's okay. But I'll try to carry off a little darkness on my back till things are brighter. I'm the man in black. Oh yeah.
Tell him,
Good old Johnny Cash.
Tell him, Johnny.
Damn. Tell him, Johnny. Yeah, we don't want to have to sing that song again. Good morning. Mel Klump, the one and only Johnny Cash, the man in black. Yeah, Johnny Cash was my favorite rapper.
Favorite rapper.
By the way, Shizzy, your ticker says water break. Yeah, it is. So you can drink water.
It's brief.
You got to stay hydrated. Stay hydrated.
Exactly.
Thank you. Thank you. There you go. There, it's gone. It's gone. Does that make you happy? I'm always reminded of how horrible I am. And thank you for the super chat. Yes.
Y'all don't need to remind him. We do that for him.
Oh, I'm a little slow most days.
Most days.
Holly Market has Trump at 62%, 62.3%.
I just saw that. Morning. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, don't believe it. I mean, if you're supporting Trump and you hear all these things about how Trump is gonna, it's predicting Trump's gonna win. No. That's more incentive for you to get out there and vote, because
make it a landslide.
Your vote is a big FU to the other side.
Yes. Your vote right there is one of those things that is, if they're saying that somebody is up ahead and they're winning and by a landslide, all the more reason, because you want to make sure that landslide happens. You want to make it look like that football game where the team comes in and it looks like they never even should have gotten on the field. That's how bad you want to have that's how bad you want to have your side win, where it is so undisputable that there were so many people that got out there and voted that you whenever you go, damn, if you're on Team Camel Toe or Team Trump, it doesn't matter. You want to make sure that you want that to be so clear. You don't want to have any debate. You don't want to have Trump come back and say, oh, clearly it was stolen. No, you want to say, damn, he was outvoted in all of the places where it was unbelievable. It wasn't even close. If you're for Trump, you want to have it look like Camel Toe never even should have stepped foot in this arena. You want to send a clear message to the United States, to the rest of the world.
There's two reasons. Number one, you don't want to give an excuse for any type of error or any type of shenanigans that may go on. You want it to be overwhelming. Number two, I don't want to have to hear the excuse of, well, she won the popular vote. Let's get rid of the electoral college. I'm tired of hearing that crap. There's a reason we have the electoral college in place is because we are not a democracy. We are a republic. So let's just eliminate all of that. Let's get rid of all that.
Yep. Or even squid.
Squid.
Morning, squid. Good morning. Yeah, tonight's going to be a crazy night. So, and I'm going to be here for a little bit after the polls start closing on the East Coast. Yeah, I'll be firing up, and I'm planning on going till midnight unless we see like some really good shenanigans, and then it's going to be a really late night.
Yeah.
So my suggestion is you guys need to get rested up, come in here and enjoy the shit show, because I'm going to be reading 1984. And I was talking with Volstorm about this, and what I may do is every time that Camel Toe wins a state, is I'll read a chapter. and if it looks like she's not winning any states, well, then I'll read a chapter. Every time they call a state, how about that? Every time they call a state, I'll read a chapter.
Hey, Squid, I take my eggs over medium with bacon.
Oh,
thanks. She's cooking breakfast.
The best thing I ever saw is let's repeal the 19th Amendment and make sandwiches great again.
Oh, God.
I saw that. I was like, oh my God, that's so funny.
That came straight from the chat too, ladies and gentlemen. So.
It did.
Just saying, it's one of y'all. One of y'all said that.
When you guys said that, I was like, that is so hilarious. I don't believe that, but it is pretty damn funny. But Elon pointed out a fact that I didn't know, that men, shame on you, have not been getting out and voting. Men are underrepresentative of voters overall. That's all races, creeds, origins, whatever. You are underrepresented. You're not getting out there and voting. Need to get on that shit. I know that it's really hard because you're getting up and you're the one that's out there busting your ass every day, drilling for oil. Well, not so much anymore. So all the more reason why you should be out there voting.
Yeah.
If you want to get to the point where you don't have to vote, then go out and vote this year. Because but about 95.9% overall is what men are voting at. Imagine that. 9% of men are voting. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, women. Dang, lazy men out today. No, they're out there working.
Yeah, they're at work.
Hey, there is that. There is the shenanigans that will happen. Let's finish this thing off, because I want to hear what Hacky Sack has to say here.
This time he's already claimed victory. Okay,
no, he hasn't.
Nope. Quite the opposite.
He's not waiting till 2 a.m. on election night to claim victory like he did.
No, because at 2 a.m. is whenever those votes all of a sudden flipped. And we watched it in real time. We've seen it before. Now, there's always a reason. There's always a reason why this happens. So I'm not getting into any of that part of it, because that would be saying that there's misinformation. And I would just put this on right here, just so there we go. This is my disclaimer. Nothing what you hear is true or correct. This is not disinformation. This is something that was provable, that we did see these votes flip over as the night wore on into like the 2 o'clock hour, whenever they shut down Fulton County because the toilet was leaking. I mean, there was a big water break in Fulton County,
and a couple other areas too shut down right at 2 a.m. It's funny how
it was weird. They stopped, and it was absolutely nothing. No shenanigans were happening whenever they started pulling ballot boxes out and continued counting throughout the night in front of poll workers. There was no shenanigans that happened whatsoever. It was the clearest thing and the most transparent that ever happened in any election cycle. So, there was nothing shady about that.
Last time. Yeah. He's already claimed victory. So yes, of course.
He is not.
Of course, before people go to sleep on election night, he's going to go.
Oh, before they go to sleep on election night? Do you know what this tells me? Don't go to sleep on election night. Don't go to sleep on election morning. I say everybody should stay up watching and have that thing recording. Record what you're seeing. Even on the TV.
Dude, 2016, I was up to I think I was up to 3 or 4 in the morning. Took basically a quick little power nap, and then got up and had to drive 3 hours away.
Oh yeah. I am not going to. I'm more than likely not going to be getting a whole lot of sleep. That is just not something that's going to happen. I'm already prepared for that. I'm already prepared for a very, very long night.
How are we doing this morning, Consul?
I'm a little upset about a bad sexual episode I had last night.
Well, you're still young. It'll happen more and more. In the meantime, what do you say we get down to business?
Oh, yeah.
I love it. I love it.
How
nuts
you doing
out for
morning,
peanut.
Nuts out for
peanut.
Yes.
Right. Go out there and claim victory. We know it. Now it's going to be. I think it's.
Well, how is
less
this not
threatening
election
than it was
misinformation?
before. It's way. I don't find anything even slightly.
Because it's MSNBC.
He's already claimed victory. Well, that's misinformation.
It is.
Shut their asses down.
It is, but they won't shut that down. Here's the thing. So I got dinged for medical misinformation. Okay. So I do have a strike. It ends sometime in January or December or some crap like that. Not really worried about it. It was a stupid mistake on my part. I should have vetted the video before I played it. And if they would have actually listened to the whole thing, I was like, telling them this, that I can't confirm any of this crap, but yet they still ding me. Now, not even 24 hours after that, you had the same trope that's been presented by Biden's White House, where Jean-Luc Pierre, whatever her face is, came on YouTube and saying that Donald Trump told people to inject bleach into their veins, which is an absolute lie. That was medical misinformation.
Yeah.
And you know what I did? I don't normally do this, but I filed a complaint. I reported it for medical misinformation. You see, they didn't get, because I knew that they wouldn't do anything. Why would YouTube do anything about that? It's disinformation. Did I get it? It's disinformation, intentional lie with corruption, with corrupt intentions. Exactly.
Well, speaking of which, I'm kind of looking at Twitter right now, and this is Katie George. If you're voting in Louisville, Kentucky today, the polls are having citywide issues with its software and scanners. Give yourself plenty of time to vote. If you're in line by 6, workers say you will be able to vote. Happy voting.
Yes.
Of course. It's why there should be no freaking electronic machines doing any of this.
Agreed.
How much is it going to cost to hire people to attend this star-studded rally in Pittsburgh? This one right here. I'm sure this one little Pittsburgh rally that they have, I would predict that it was probably anywhere between 20 and 30 million that they spent to do this. Because not only did they have Oprah, which charges about $2.5 million at this point, because the old thing that I saw was from like 2019. So she's probably charging about $2.5 million to come and speak. And then they're paying about 20 grand for each one of their little pawns that come up there, 20 to 30 grand for them. Plus they're paying all of these people that are out here in the audience because they wouldn't show up otherwise.
Yeah, they're being bussed in.
Yep.
They're being bussed in. So they're probably making like $100-200 each to roll in there. Plus then, and that doesn't include the other speakers that you're getting up there. You know, these people are paid to come in and do this.
Well, and for crying out loud, these celebrities that are stumping for her, they make enough money to where the election's not going to affect them one way or the other.
Oh, exactly.
They don't give a shit.
They don't care.
No,
they're just collecting their check and going on, man.
Yeah, just to exist, just existing. They're getting paid. Like all these actors that got up there to speak for Camel Toe. Did you notice that you had people like Richard Gere, something about gerbils, and then you had all these other people that might have been on a specific list, and all these little pictures are coming out about them. And,
all of them.
It seems like all the people that were partying with Diddy are the same people that are out here supporting Camel. I wonder what information that they have. What could that be?
Yeah.
So they're already turning.
Because they need her, and they need her Department of Justice in there to turn a blind eye.
Yep. Early this morning, we learned that Republican poll watchers in several counties in Pennsylvania have been turned away.
That would be illegal.
The Republican poll watchers, and apparently they've already
the violation of federal election law.
Yep, and that's coming straight from Trump's Twitter, his campaign Twitter.
Federal law allows both sides to be there.
Yep.
Oh man, let's see.
But what are they doing about it? Are they filing anything in courts? Are they?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, this is.
We'll see.
Okay, that's from a phone number. Okay, that's from a phone number. Damn it, Camelo will lose in Pennsylvania. We can't afford if our voter turnout teams rush $20 now, 600,000% match. Go stop Trump. IO, stop Trump. Text message. Yeah.
A 6,000% match.
Yep. That's what they're. Oh, I receive these messages all the time too, and you know they are. I think they already know that they're going to be ignored. I really do.
I
think that people realize that they're going to be ignored.
That's why I love the little feature where I can, erase it and it says delete and report junk.
Yep.
Yeah.
I do it on every single one of them.
Yep.
Because you're watching this old ghost go through the same stupid movie.
Old ghost? I mean, like Biden? Old ghost.
He is a ghost.
He is a ghost. And here's
he's a spooky ghost.
If Camel Toe, and I could be wrong on this. I could be wrong. I think that if Camel Toe clearly loses because she wants to say that she's the first female president, that Joe Biden doesn't step down the day after that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just so she can claim that she was president, even if it was for a day. What do you think? Think that'll happen?
I could see it. I could totally see it.
Because you have an expert pointed this out, and so did you, Volstorm, that this really, if I was a Democrat, like I would not want to be voting for Kamala, because that means that for 8 years, all these people that actually primaried and people like in the Democrat Party are not going to get a chance for 8 years if she wins.
Yep.
8 years of Kamala. They are not going to have a chance. They're not going to have a chance because at least for 8 years, because if she becomes president for 4 years, it's going to be an absolute shit show.
Oh, yeah.
And so if she is able to win the next 4 years, which I doubt would be able to happen because that's how crappy she would run things into the ground, then you're looking at possibly 12 years before any of these people that are the up and comers that were supposed to be voted in there are not going to have a chance to do it.
Yeah.
Because you're looking at least 12 years. Because then she's got 4 years she screws up, or 8 years she screws up, and then you're going to have a Republican come in right behind him. Hell, it could be close to 24 years before any of them get up there. By that time, AOC's hull is going to be so worn out she would wish that she went back to being a bartender
again, and everyone knows it was a stupid false move the last time. It will look even stupider this time. I think he's reduced to a harmless clown this time at 2 a.m. when he
harmless clown. Oh yeah, no, he's
only
definitely
one harmless clown's the one on the TV screen.
does it. I think his followers, do not subscribe to his hopes for, big.
Then they wouldn't follow him.
Yeah, no, people.
They wouldn't be his followers.
There's a reason why people are voting for Trump, and it has to do nothing with hope and change, which is what Camel Toe is running on. It has nothing to do with that. What the reason people are voting for Trump is because they want to be able to vote next year. They want to be able to vote for every single primary. They want to be able to go out there and have their voices heard, and they should make their voices very clear, very freaking clear. It is not they want to see America get back on track instead of catering to these diversity equity policies, this bullshit that everybody's running around and chopping parts off of kids, if you can even find the kids, because they tend to send those to Diddy's house.
Big violent insurrections like he inspired and led on January 6th. You got to remember, he has begged them to come to the courthouses where he is a criminal defendant.
And they have not.
And he's got
because they're too busy working.
Yeah.
Over 70 million voters in this country, and they have just stayed home. And
that's what, and see, this is what the Democrats are banking on.
They're
is
hoping
that people stay home. They don't go out and vote. They see how stressful it is. This was the plan in the first place. That's why I said, the reason why January 6th was so important, it had nothing to do with the Capitol shit. It was because the aftermath of that now has people fearful to go and redress the government peacefully.
Yep.
It has them afraid to post anything on social media, because next thing you know, you're going to have someone knocking on your door.
Please do.
That's why. That's
I
why
welcome it.
Yeah, my door answers back.
Yeah.
My door, like Tug says, my doorbell reloads.
Yes. Yeah, it does.
I'm just saying that this is they want to put the fear, and these are just normal people going about their life, not thinking there's anything to it. These are the same people that threw up, the whole BLM signs on their fucking front porch, thinking that they were supporting something, and tore them down almost immediately whenever they realized that it was just a scam. That's where it was like, oh yeah, I thought I was supporting, people not being hurt. And it turns out, no, I'm just supporting some fat lesbian and her entire family. They're buying homes in Malibu.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what they were supporting. People still don't understand that, but it felt good.
They have said, Defendant Trump, you're on your own at the courthouse. We're not going. He got 20,000 people to go into Midtown Manhattan, to go to Madison Square Garden.
I thought you said people weren't showing up.
Yeah.
He couldn't get any of those people
the only reason
to go to his
is because
courthouse.
they're too busy working. They're not getting paid to be there like Democrats. The Democrats pay their people to be there. They bust people in and pay them everywhere they go. Or there'll be nobody at a Kamala rally.
And the reason people weren't showing up to the courthouse, where he's saying that they weren't showing up there. No, because they had the place damn barricaded off. People weren't allowed to get near there.
Yeah.
That's why people weren't there. So whenever he says, "Oh, there weren't people there," it's because they had the shit barricaded off. They would not let you within walking distance of that damn building. You can ask Good Logic. He went up there. He actually had a press pass to go up, and they still wouldn't let him in. So whenever they say, "Oh, he asked for all these people to show up," yeah, the courthouse was only going to allow so many people in, and then they barricaded blocks off to make sure people weren't getting anywhere.
And it's the freaking president of the United States. You're not getting anywhere near him.
No.
They can't just have crowds right up there. You don't know they have to be able to vet who gets best at Mary.
Exactly.
In Manhattan, while he was on trial in Manhattan, he could get a dozen. That was his best day.
I remember you went and visited, and there were people just sitting on park benches having snacks.
And, by the way,
who the hell's going to the courthouse?
Peaceful,
Only MG Law goes to the damn courthouse. That's so stupid.
Willingly doing it today.
He gets paid. That's why he goes to the courthouse.
He gets paid.
I don't get paid enough to do it.
I wish I was making that MG money. That's what I'm saying.
Telling you. I'm telling you. Yeah, and let's put it this way.
I'm making somebody money.
Well, you have to remember if Trump loses, how much these YouTube channels are going to change.
Oh, yeah.
Like
That's one thing
like
Elon talked about.
Yes,
Elon's gonna have to buy YouTube.
Yeah. He probably would have to
Well,
because
I mean, Alphabet's gonna have to get broken up anyway.
Yeah,
because if Trump loses, you can kiss your ass goodbye to anybody that talks any sort of different about the other side, because they don't want to hear what the other side has to say. They want to shut that down.
They'll come after X hardcore.
Always have.
Hey, Elon believes that that if Harris wins,
they'll try to shut
shut
him down.
down X.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. They'll come with subpoenas and arrest warrants.
And the court, they won't care about any court rulings at all.
Yep.
They won't care.
Exactly.
They'll just keep doing it over and over and over.
They've shown what they'll do it just to break him.
Yep.
They'll get people that are not even associated with him they'll be claiming that he did horrible things to him. He'll be in front of Congress. He'll get subpoenas. They'll be going after him hardcore. And no matter what he says, because he won't have a platform to tell the truth, they'll shut that down. They'll just be like, nope, you can't say anything. You got it. You say anything, we're going to fine you. That's what they did with Trump. He wasn't allowed to talk about what was going on in the court case because they were going to hold him in contempt and they were going to fine him. Imagine that.
Threatening people. With Trump's money, he should have kissed his ass.
Yeah.
I mean, they went after him in the trillions just over some real estate bullshit, and then they have to
$500 billion.
And that one right there, the judge is throwing that shit out already. He's just like,
already.
They're standing up saying, no, this isn't right. No, no.
This kind of violence mystique around him that he wants to create.
Violent mystique?
What?
It's the left.
Really? Violence? There's only one side that's violent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time and time again, it's been proven.
Look at where they're board. Look at the cities they're boarding up already. Portland, yeah, they support Trump.
Democrats. Yeah. DC.
Yeah. They support Trump. A damn area that was never intended to have electoral votes.
Mm-hmm. He wants you to be afraid. He wants you to think, terrible things are going to happen.
No, terrible things are only going to happen because the left is asking for those things to happen.
Yes.
That's the only reason why terrible things are going to happen. The reason January 6th shit happened was because of the left. This has nothing to do with the right on this. Just for being there, it was considered being
and the
violent.
deep state.
Yeah. Yeah.
They
Never mind.
FBI can't even answer how many assets they had inside the crowd.
Yeah, never mind all the glowies in the crowd that were urging it on.
They were changing clothes.
That never would have happened. Never.
The fact of the matter is, when Joe Biden won the presidency, when these networks were able to declare that on November.
What? Yeah, it was Fox News that declared Arizona before the
as soon as the polls closed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, and it was like with 2% in.
Right.
2% counted, they called it. I was
that
like,
annoys me.
Okay. Yeah, and people will sit there and they go, "Oh, you watch Fox?" No, I trust Fox about as much as I trust MSNBC. I trust the AP.
No, they're controlled opposition. I don't trust any of them.
Yeah. No, none.
7th, there was literally dancing in the street. From Los Angeles to New York, dancing in the street in this country. There wasn't one act of violence anywhere.
Bullshit. In 2016,
they were burning.
2016,
Yeah, bullshit.
Let me show you 2016.
Yeah, look at DC in 2016. Yeah, that's all you can do. Yeah, they were dancing in the streets, just like they were mostly peaceful protests with BLM. They were dancing in the streets after the 2016 election.
Well, we were told by the current vice president that those people they are not only are they allowed to do what BLM did, but they should be encouraged.
No, they're not.
You're not going anywhere. And they
Just help
shouldn't.
paying their damn bail. No,
Yeah.
they're not allowed to destroy property. That is against the law.
No
This
joke.
is 2016.
Trump's inauguration. Protesters lined part of the parade route, and in some parts of the Capitol, there were confrontations with police. And tomorrow here in Washington, a women's march and demonstrations planned across this country. ABC's David
2016.
witnessed the protests firsthand.
The anger reaching a boiling point
Yes,
in the
you
nation.
got to be able to kill our babies.
They all smell. You could smell it.
Oh, yeah.
This is
Riot
2016.
gear facing off against the protesters.
2016.
Just 6 blocks from the inaugural parade.
This is inauguration day.
Concussion grenades, all to disperse the crowd.
They've used them damn concussion grenades and rubber bullets.
So you have the bulk of the protesters right here, and here's the police line right at 13th. Trash cans, and then 3 vehicles set on fire. 2 vehicles have been ignited. The fire folks have just moved in. Many of the protesters cloaked in black with their faces
red
covered.
flags.
The protesters had filled
Communists.
the street with several trash cans, and now police and fire are trying to move them out of the way. Earlier in the day, self-proclaimed anarchists smashed Washington storefronts with hammers.
Self-proclaimed.
Across the country,
That's
there
exactly
were
what they
other
are.
Peaceful protests in dozens of cities from Boston to Minneapolis. These people forming a human chain across the Golden Gate Bridge.
And you can hear the choppers actually flying over us tonight. David Curley joined us from Franklin Square. David, what's the scene like right now?
Well, the crowd is largely dispersed, David. Just a couple of dozen still here, but police are standing their ground, standing their line with batons in hand. More than 217 protesters arrested, 6 police officers injured, David.
David Curley with us live tonight. David, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, screw holding damn batons.
And everybody's saying,
I mean,
"Oh, this
seriously.
would, yeah, this never happened. This never happened." It's like, and yet we're listening to these idiots that are trying to tell us, "Oh, all the bad stuff that Trump did." Oh, yeah, and there was
and the first one
dancing
we
in the
got really
streets.
was when we got to January 6th. That's not going to happen again. That's impossible.
Really?
You know what happened in the first place? Because Pelosi did
because
not
they
want it.
deny what happened in the first place.
Right.
Morning, Miss Nocturna. How are you doing, lovely lady?
Morning.
It's all
Morning.
it's all projection. Typical.
So I actually think it's going to go very smoothly. You know, my personal belief, which is worth nothing and based on no.
Absolutely not.
It's about the only correct thing he said.
Yes.
That's the only correct thing he said the whole time.
No, his personal belief means a whole lot to him.
Real science is that Kamala Harris is going to win, and the whole thing will move along very seamlessly. There'll be the nutty, idiotic Trump courtroom.
You'll bet
the
$20
attempts to go to
on
court
that?
in different states.
Yeah.
They'll all fail.
Well,
just
seeing
like
as
last
how
time.
nothing has
And I
changed
don't
in how we
expect
vote and how the votes are counted. Nothing's
Rosalind
changed in how we vote and how the votes are counted. So I can see him being confident.
Rosalind, go vote and bring friends with you.
Yeah. Grab a couple of old people, even if you have to dig them up and bring them with you.
Oh, God.
I mean, get them out of their bed.
The Democrats are doing it.
Get them out of their bed. Yes,
What?
get them out of their
Democrats
bed.
are doing it. So
Damn it.
Any serious negative outcome. And by the way, if the election goes the other way, I don't expect any negative protest, violent.
You don't? You don't? Are you serious? You
So
don't
that's-
expect anything negative to happen if Trump wins. That's funny.
Let's see. Whenever he ran in 2016, a few days later, it was Russian collusion hoax that came out, and that went all the way through till the last debate. Well, it continues today. Russian collusion. It's just like this has been proven.
but it was
fucking
proven
wrong.
that the Democrats were the ones colluding on the Russian dossier.
Ah, Jesus. You live in San Francisco. There's nothing the federal government can do that is worse than your local government. Yeah, it's true.
Oh shit!
It's true. It's MSNBC. Enough said.
Yeah,
But it's
no
true.
joke.
And I hope that you and I can just have a deeply nerdy conversation about.
Deeply nerdy. Saki, you've never been a nerd. Ever.
No,
You don't know what it's like to be a nerd.
She's a nerd. She's just not smart.
Cabinet.
Yeah, she's Saki is Chucky. That's all I can say.
Chucky. Oh God.
That's
Now,
an insult to Chucky.
Get out of my head.
It'll never
Damn
get out
insult
of
to
your head.
Chucky.
Yeah.
I know.
No,
How can
John
you do that?
Gruden's Chucky.
I was fixing to say, how can you do that to John Gruden?
God.
Oh, thank you, Captain Kern, for sending this.
God.
Oh yeah, the lightning. Oh no, you surely shouldn't have shown that. Somebody, like
What
one of those
happened?
players died. One of those players died.
Oh, you're kidding. That was lightning?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes, that was lightning. The goaltender in the red was sent to the hospital with burns. The guy next to him died instantly.
Oh, man.
And if you watch it, you can see the flash next to his head.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the flash. I didn't realize
He
that.
died.
I'll edit that out. Sorry, YouTube.
Awkward.
What should I say? I thought at first because there was apparently last weekend in Oklahoma at a football game there was a shootout.
Well, let me go ahead
It
and
popped up on my
stop
feed
that.
like it was I don't know who was video. It was a TV thing, and
Well, let me turn off- let me turn-
commentators were all like, you hear a couple pops and
turn that
everybody
off.
scatters on the field, and he's like, "What's going?" They're like, "What's going on?" And all of a sudden you hear pop, 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 and it's like, "Oh, somebody's shooting." "Oh, that's crazy." They're like so calm. Apparently there was
It's an
two
everyday
teenagers
occurrence.
Got into a fight, and one of them shot the other, and then a cop opened fire.
Jeez.
Well, I turned off the monetization on that. Oops, because that'll give me a strike. If not, I'll have to
Yeah.
go in and claim that because
If you're watching this on replay, that part was edited out.
yes. Just in case you're wondering what happened in that spot, it got removed.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Yeah, I saw that after the stream last night.
Mayor
Glad I didn't show
Dan.
that.
Hey, Gabby, how you doing? Good to see you, man. You guys are just rolling on in here. Now, if you haven't voted, make sure you do what Rosalind does. Dig up a few old people. Go out there and take them to the voting polls with you because you need to get all the votes you can in for yourself. Go vote.
Vote early, vote often.
Yes, that's
vote
the
forever.
That's the Chicago way. Vote
Yes.
early, vote often.
And vote forever.
Oh, my God.
Even after you're dead.
That's right.
Speaking of weird stuff right here, Florida's convicted killer clown released from prison for the murder of her husband's then wife. Fort Lauderdale, Florida, a woman who pled guilty to dressing as a clown in 1990, murdering the wife of a man she later married, was released from prison Saturday, ending a case that has been strange even by Florida standards. Sheila Keen Warren, 61, was released 18 months after she pled. Why do they say pleaded? And she pled guilty to second-degree murder for the shooting. The Chat GBT doesn't know any different. The
It's just
shooting
like
of
when they say
Marlon
lead,
Warren.
they spell lead. If like I let the crowd, they spell it like LEAD, and it's LED. It's tense of lead. It's lead. God, it drives me nuts.
Florida Department
Past tense of plead is pled. PLED.
Pled. Florida Department of Corrections records show the plea deal came shortly before her trial would have started. Karen Keen Warren, who was maintained her innocent even after the plea, was sentenced to 12 years in prison, but she had been in custody for 7 years since her arrest in 2017. And Florida's law in 1990 allowed significant credit for good behavior. It had been expected she would be released in about 2 years. She will always be an admitted convicted murderer and will wear that stain on her face every day for the rest of her life, said the state attorney. Again, Greg Rosenfield, Keen Warren's attorney, has said she only took the plea deal because she would be released in less than 2 years and had been facing a life sentence if it convicted at trial, which Sarah Boone should have done the same damn thing if she was smart, but she's not. We are absolutely thrilled that Miss Keen Warren has been released from prison and is returning to her family. As we stated from the beginning, she did not commit this crime, but the stain is on her face, along with that clown paint. And his friends were at home when they said the person dressed as a clown rang the doorbell. He said that when his mom answered, the clown handed her some balloons. After she responded, "How nice," the clown pulled a gun and shot her in the face before fleeing. So
she did a Joker.
Yeah. Palm Beach County Sheriff's investigator had long suspected her in the slaying, but she wasn't arrested until 27 years later when they said improved DNA testing tied her to the evidence that found in the getaway car. Rosenfield said had called that evidence weak. At the time of the shooting, she was an employee of Marlon Warren's husband, Michael, in his used car lot. Why is it always used car dealers? Since 2002, she had been his wife. They eventually moved to Abington, Virginia, where they ran a restaurant just across the Tennessee border. Ooh. Witnesses told investigators in 1990. Yeah.
Bristol.
Then Sheila. Yeah, Bristol.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's Bristol literally takes up
Bristol,
Tennessee and Virginia.
Wow. Witnesses told investigators in 1990 that Sheila and were having an affair. They both denied it. Over the years, detectives with costume shop employees identified her as the woman who bought the clown suit a few days before the killing. And one of the two balloons, a silver one that read, "You're the greatest, you're the greatest," was sold at only one store, a public supermarket near her home. Employees told detectives a woman who looked like her had bought the balloons an hour before the shooting. Presumed getaway car was found abandoned with orange hair-like fibers inside. The white Chrysler convertible had been reported stolen from his car lot a month before the Jesus.
And the car smelled funny.
Yeah, it smelled stanky, like somebody had sex and magic.
Oh,
Relatives told the Palm.
RJ said it was in Kingsport, which is just over the Tennessee border. So that was okay.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. So they released her. She was convicted in 1994 of grand theft, racketeering, and an odometer tampering. She served almost 4 years.
Odometer tampering. I think that's the least of their concerns.
Yeah. A punishment, his then attorney said, disproportionately long because of suspicions he was involved in his wife's death. He did not respond to a phone message left for him on Saturday. Used car dealer doing odometer tampering. Go figure.
Yeah. I never would have thought.
They've made it harder because with Carfax and stuff. Yeah, it's so much more difficult to do. I just hope that everyone goes and votes. Trump has proper legal backing. Last time the GOP screwed him. That man can't be responsible for retaining 1,000 election lawyers. Yeah.
That's why I'm saying if you vote to where it's so overwhelming. It's just like football. If you score enough points, it doesn't matter what the refs do.
Exactly.
You vote.
Exactly.
You have
South
you let it be so overwhelming that it doesn't matter if they try any shenanigans.
Yeah,
you still win.
Yeah. And you know we've all seen the story. We've all seen the story, but we've got to show it again. We've got to show it again. I don't want you to be upset because I want to see how the AP reported this. A New York man who turned a rescue squirrel into a social media star is called Peanut. It's actually P''N''UT. Peanut.
Nut
is pleading with the state authorities to return his beloved pet after they seized it during a raid that also yielded a raccoon named Fred.
Fred gets left out.
Fred got left out. Fred watched while they tortured Peanut to death, and then they took out Fred so he couldn't talk. The state authorities, he was pleading with them to return his beloved pet after they seized it during a raid that also yielded a raccoon named Fred. Multiple anonymous complaints about Peanut that was spelled P''Nut brought at least six officers for a damn squirrel from the State Department of Environmental Conservation to Mark Longo's home near Pennsylvania border and
they got too much damn time on their
Wednesday. Yeah. The DEC.
If your government is so big that you have time to send 6 officers out to snag a squirrel,
5 hours raiding your house for a damn squirrel,
it's too big.
Hey, Welsh, a good one, lady. She says you don't leave businesses behind. The DEC came to my house, raided my house without a search warrant to find a squirrel. I was treated as if I was a drug dealer and they were going for drugs and guns. Officers left with Peanut, who amassed hundreds of thousands, no, millions of followers on Instagram, TikTok, and other platforms during his 7 years with Longo. They also took Fred, which was a more recent addition. The spokesperson for the DEC said in a statement that the agency started an investigation after receiving multiple reports from one person about the potentiality unsafe housing of wildlife that could carry rabies.
What
And
does that person give a shit?
Yeah, they don't care. See,
it's not your house, not her house, his house, whoever it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Longo, who runs an animal refuge, was inspired by his squirrel buddy called Peanut's Freedom Farm Animal Sanctuary. He took to Instagram to mourn Peanut's loss. Well, internet, you won. You took one of the most amazing animals away from me because of your selfishness.
Yep.
To the group of the people who call DEC, there's a special place in hell for you. And I could not agree more. There is a special place for you. Longo fears that Peanut has been euthanized, which we know that it was.
Oh, we know. Yeah, because they have to test for rabies.
Don't know where he is. The DEC spokesperson did not respond to a question about whether Peanut had been euthanized. 7 years. They've had that squirrel for 7 years. And just now they're going to see if he has rabies. That is such garbage.
7 years.
Thank you.
They would start to show symptoms within 2 or 3 days. So all they had to do is hold the animal for a week and monitor it. And if it doesn't show any symptoms of rabies, it doesn't have rabies.
Yeah. No, they only held it for a few minutes underwater.
Well, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Is that if it had indeed had rabies, it would show symptoms of rabies within 2 to 3 days.
Well, they haven't had it for 7 years.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing. There's no common sense at all in what they did.
But Patrick does say that New York State is now a peanut-free zone. That's pretty funny. Sorry.
That's hilarious.
Too soon, man. Too soon.
Too soon.
Too soon. Did it not look like it had rabies? No, it didn't. Longo determined that Peanut lacked the survival skills to live in the wild and would remain an indoor squirrel, which is true.
That squirrel looked cleaner than the officers that came and got him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Longo said Peanut's mother got hit by a car in New York City 7 years ago, leaving the tiny squirrel an orphan. Longo brought Peanut home and cared for him 8 months before trying to release the squirrel into the great outdoors. A day and a half later, I found him sitting on my porch, missing half of his tail with his bones sticking out. Ouch. Soon after, Longo posted videos of Peanut playing with his cat. Internet fame followed. A scroll through Peanut's Instagram accounts that was no ordinary squirrel. Peanut leaps onto Longo's shoulder. He wears a miniature cowboy hat and eats a waffle while wearing crocheted bunny ears. At first I thought they said crocheted bunny ears, but it's crocheted. Over the years, Peanut's story has been featured on TV and newspapers. Imagine this. Over the years, featured on TV and newspapers, including USA Today. He was an icon. Longo, who works as a mechanical engineer, was living in Norwalk, Connecticut until he decided to move upstate New York last year to start an animal sanctuary. Peanut's Freedom Farm Animal Sanctuary opened April 2023 and now houses about 300 animals, including horses, dogs, goats, alpacas, and Longo, who runs the sanctuary with his wife, Daniela, and other family members. Longo is aware that it's against New York state law to own a wild animal without a license. He said he was in the process of filing paperwork. Yeah. To get Peanut certified as an educational animal. If we're not following the rules, guide us in the right direction to follow the rules, Let us know what we need to do to have Peanut in the house and not have to worry about him getting taken. As for Fred, Longo said he had only raccooned for a few months and was hoping to rehabilitate the injured creature and release him back into the woods. Longo is not the first animal owner to protest the confiscation of a pet by New York authorities. A Buffalo area man whose alligator was seized by the DEC in March is suing the agency to get the 750-pound reptile back.
Oh, you're not getting it back. It's already turned into boots.
Yep.
Yeah. The only thing I will defend about this hellscape is some...
Even the dining, you can find just as good dining establishments anywhere. They're not that great in New York.
No, they've actually gone downhill as compared to other places. Yeah, you can find wonderful dining anywhere. I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
Come to the South.
yeah, come to the South. You can find places like Fig that are amazing things.
Well, you said Fig.
Yeah, Fig, FIG.
Okay.
Yeah, it is wonderful. They use local sourced food too. Yeah, their meals are like top notch. Like you have a waiting list. Like if you want to go there to Fig in Charleston, you have to you have to you have to set up a reservation like
Your
months in
reservation
advance.
is months in advance.
Yes, and it's not a very big place. I mean, but it's got top notch food. I had a garlic soup that was
Kept the vampires away.
no, it was tasty, very very tasty. Good food, good times, great oldies. We have something I've got to show you, and then I'm gonna read you a very interesting letter that was sent to me, and it's not from Bubbles, believe it or not. It's not from Bubbles.
Oh, you got my hopes up.
I almost got your hopes up. No, this is a loon. This is a loon, but not as loony as this guy right here.
Happened last night at about 3 o'clock. The dogs were barking like they are.
Oh,
right
this guy again?
He's not a loon.
On ape shit. There's a female dog in there that is in heat, and I was like, well, maybe they're just going crazy because of that. But it just went on, and I was like, fuck it. So I'm like, I'm gonna go downstairs and yell at the dogs and tell them to shut their mouths. And when I get down there, I hear something at the back door. And I'm like, oh, great. Is a dog outside in the back or something? How'd that happen? You know? So I go out there and then there's nothing there, right? There's nothing there. The dogs are still going ape shit. And then all of a sudden from the top of the roof jumps a motherfucking Bigfoot, and it was a 12-footer. This was not an 8-foot Bigfoot. It was 12 feet tall. And I know that because of where that it jumped from the roof. It jumped from up there. And then when it was standing, it was even with that like second bar. Look, that's like 11 feet, something.
Was it his son?
12 foot. It was huge. It was huge. And it got worse because, you know, the goddamn thing had a heart on and it was stroking it. And it was looking at me like, oh my God, the thing's going to try and fuck me or something. Those, you know, I've heard the reports that there's like anal rapings. The Bigfoot, like, I was afraid the damn thing was going to bend me over the Weber kettle here and cornhole me.
We'll show you the 50 states.
And then my dog Ike came out, and then he kind of scared the thing off. But right before Ike scared the damn Bigfoot off, the Bigfoot was blowing a load.
Some of the Bigfoot's jizz that is left.
Oh God!
Oh
God!
I'm worried for my safety at this point. You know, there's a footprint over here too that he left.
That's very clear. You could see how big the footprint is. I mean, look at my foot. I wear size 9. See what I'm saying?
Say about got some big feet.
That is a huge fucking footprint.
I called the police. You know, this is a situation where I'm not going to call Cornell. You know, I need the police over here to help me. And you know, it was like talking to a deaf ear. It was horrible. I called the Department of Conservation. Same thing. Cornell's coming over. They are going to investigate this again. It's a real problem. This is at Beaver Dams, New York. It's a Bigfoot hotspot.
Beaver Dams, New York.
Peter Kane doctrine, you guys. That is it's awesome. Oh, but you want to hear this crazy letter? Crazy letter. Oh my gosh. It's see, I get these kinds of emails and I have to
address them appropriately.
I have to address this one appropriately. It is the one that you deserve to hear. Give me just a second. It'll take me a minute to pull it up because we represent portions of Clayton County in Georgia. Okay.
Yes.
And so it's not uncommon for attorneys to do this. to represent areas. But then I get this email. It's whenever I say email, it's crazy. Okay, let me bring this up and embiggen it.
Just similar to one you've gotten before.
Yeah, this is very similar to one that I got before.
Lovely.
Okay. All right. Give me just it and here we go. We'll just share it right here. So, attention, Clayton cult. You might want to forward this to all your wrong turn buddies up there in good old nasty Clayton County, because you can run, but you cannot hide. Please understand that this, and this is how it showed up, all in caps. Please understand that this is 100% inevitable, that many of you will be in striped suits very soon, as I know what you've done. I know what you've done. I know what you've done. Did I mention you've been filmed and recorded by other real law enforcement who also know what you've done?
Good.
Attention, all Calhoun bottom feeders. Might want to pass this on to your SOS's notification system, because I'm not notifying all you thieves, or let SWAT inform you all when they bust your doors down. If you're free houses that were bought on my dime, either way, I could care less. Ooh, he knows some nasty gang mob mafias in big trouble. So you think you and your entire county of wannabe men police who are actually thud, hood, rock gang, mafia, career criminals scare me? Newsflash, it's not me that needs scared nor running. Actually, fellas, that would be you. This goes for that entire skank nasty county. Oh boy, nasty. I mean, nasty gang mob, mafia, organized crime members all throughout Clayton. Many of you are so knee deep in shit you couldn't dig your way out with a backhoe, but go ahead. It's my understanding that incest, as well as producing inbred offspring, causes brain damage anyways, and I know that's absolutely without a doubt the only way you thieving low-life pieces of worthless shit would ever dream up those feeble minds of yours that you're going to keep.
Oh dear Lord, it keeps going.
From me. Oh yeah. Frankly, bottom feeders, I don't give up. I don't give a fuck if you rot in hell. I have one piece of clothing on your back, a roof over your head, one pack of ramen noodles to last you a week, or one penny to your name. As a matter of fact, I'm coming after you with a vengeance, and I'm going to take back every cent you ever stole from me and my family. I'm going to take back every cent that you claimed was yours, that we all know was stolen from numerous others as well as myself, that you stolen in the past. I'm taking every cent you've been diligently trying to deed or gift to your nasty offspring, as you've been stringing me along with your extremely demented, fucked up mind games over the last 8 years, while simultaneously aggressively trying to kill me. I'm also taking every penny you think you're hiding in offshore or shell accounts. I'm still just flabbergasted that you uneducated low lives seriously think I'm going to step back and let you by with it. That, bottom feeders, will never, ever happen. So here's what's going to happen. You've been given every opportunity and no one chances to return everything you stole. And trust me, I'm aware of every bit of it. And I mean every penny, a.k.a. Playboy, a.k.a. Budweiser, a.k.a. McDonald's, a.k.a. Warner Brothers, a.k.a. Sony, a.k.a. Publix, FedEx, UPS, Kroger, Martins, Still Pond, Walmart, Coward, trucking, mulch, hotels, real estate, car dealerships, hotels, etc., and do the right thing. But seeing as how you are the ignorant fools you are and have chosen to ignore my demands while also aggressively trying to destroy both me and my family over greed, you can bet your nasty asses I'm about to return the favor tenfold. Only difference is, snakes, is that I'm going to bankrupt you, your kids, their kids, and their kids' kids. Karma's a real bitch, so pathetic thieves, you best be getting your affairs in order. I'm about to show you just what the fuck I'm made of, and I assure you neither me nor my brothers or sons were the ones. In addition, prior to your departures, let's say coastal prison for your life, you can bend over and kiss those asses goodbye, right along with that seal you thought you could hide behind, that gag, those wired ears on Still Pond Winery. So career criminals are going to take you down like me? No, who's the crazy ones be doing lots of hard time? Sucks for you. Secondly, for so many years now, I've respectfully notified and basically begged you nasty, worthless, no good gang mob mafia thieves, pieces of shit, to return to what was mine. I'll leave both me and my family alone and let us move on with our lives. Well, ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen, those days are long gone, and you made the oh so foolish decision to assume I would allow you to harm my family over your foolish greed and sit back, allow you to get by with it and do nothing about it. I've forgot how stupid you inbred bottom feeders truly are. Yeah, I don't fucking think so. I'm coming for what's mine. You can bet your ass on that. My guardian angels who get their rocks off putting away corrupt cops, gangs, and organized crime members like you are going to ensure I get every last red cent. I'm just not really sure just who the fuck scum like you are, but I assure you, you're about to see just who the fuck I am, how cruel and unforgiving I'm going to be. You can bet you'll think your slick asses that you won't ever beg for a crumb again. Mine. What's yours? It was all stolen anyway. I'm taking what you stole from me and my family and convicted yourselves of yours. I'm taking what you stole and tried to deed or gift to your family and friends. And like I said, I'll spend my trillions ensuring I find every penny you think you communicated through your uneducated sign language and hidden gestures for me. Those offshore accounts and shell accounts you bend over, and while you're kissing your asses goodbye, kisses those asses goodbye too. Now, for all you cowardly, spineless, soon-to-be felons who used to portray and uphold that there law, go ahead, take out another one of your bogus chicken shit ass warrants on me. Take out 5 if that's the road you've got the balls to go down. Ooh, on the lives of all those turned me, and you're going to wish you had never even given me a parking ticket, much less came near my family or laughed or mocked me when you were ignorant to know what you're being filmed. I sincerely hope from the bottom of my heart that you enjoyed mocking and making fun of me, or those love we've all been laughing at you laughing at us. We're going to guarantee laughing and mocking people is not something you'll be doing a lot of. That is unless cleaning toilets, washing prison laundry, marching, and other extracurricular activities are going to be your new go-to. I've been warning you for years that all you fools are just about to realize who the fools truly were. And while I've discovered your presence on this earth is not valued by anyone, I have allowed you to sick, demented, whatever you call yourselves, to destroy many years of my life. I'll never get back. So with that being said, I'm only notifying a small portion of your sick little cult, and you so's the rest. Or you can be the fools you are and wait on SWAT to assist your thieving asses right out of those comfy beds bought. For your information, I'm not going anywhere ever. Enjoy hell, aka your new stainless steel haven. P.S. You might want to pass this on to your thieving buddies who are all about to lose those businesses they stole up there in your nasty little county. Also, don't tell them I won't have jobs either, because I plan on firing them all if they don't go to prison, that is. So, my response.
Is that Matthew Harris?
No.
Sounds like the Matthew Harris. Just not enough fingers in there.
So I did respond to him. If you want to read that, if you can.
Oh,
Go
dear
for it,
Lord! All right, dear unusually passionate correspondent. Do what?
Bill Cosby voice.
Dear unusually passionate correspondent. Thank you for the incredibly detailed message. It's not every day we receive such a robustly worded novel in our inbox, complete with Hollywood-grade suspense, vast conspiracies, and an ensemble cast of local government, corporations, and an all-seeing SWAT team. Truly, you have a talent for vivid descriptions, though we must gently point out that our office is not, in fact, a casting agency, crime investigation unit, or a hubble for wayward runaways. Before we go further, let me be perfectly clear, as I do not type everything in caps. We will not be representing you in this matter or anything else. Your complex grievances, while undeniably theatrical, are beyond the scope of what our team of legal professionals can assist with, because you're nuts. If you wish to pursue any form of legal action, we respectfully recommend you seek your counsel elsewhere, and here's why, you dumbass. Number 1, constructive communication is key in law. From what we could parse between the expressions of personal vengeance extensive accusations and calls to kiss those asses goodbye. It seems you have several frustrations. Sounds like he needs a pudding pop. We understand, however, legal matters are best approached with focused, verifiable evidence rather than sweeping indictments against entire counties or threats of impending SWAT raids. While cathartic, none of these elements help in a court of law, and truthfully, they might need to be viewed as a tad unhinged by any judge, jury, or sane person. A calm, concise approach is typically the most effective and least exhausting to anybody reading that crap. Number 2, tone matters in the courtroom and basically in life. Your letter shows a lot of passion, but in the courtroom, calling people thieving, low-life pieces of worthless shit or inbred bottom feeders doesn't bolster your case. It only applies in politics. In fact, it tends to do the opposite. If you're serious about pursuing claims, we recommend reworking your communication style from midnight movie monologue to professional report. Evidence and clear articulation are the cornerstones of credible legal complaints. They work significantly better than the all caps outbursts, or as you put it, SOSing the rest. Dear Lord. Number
you
3.
You don't have to do it all in Bill Cosby.
Oh, God.
It's a long letter. It's a long
Good,
letter.
but dear Lord.
It's a long letter.
Get a pudding pop and rest of it.
Here's what I suggest you do. Don't take one pudding pop. Take the whole case and enjoy your day.
He needs them. Oh, and then there was the response I did for chat, which I'll read tonight. Because it's much more detailed.
Oh, God. I can only
This one is
imagine.
not detailed.
I can only imagine.
Needs some titty baby oil, too.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Your response could have been much more cruel.
See, yeah, it's not. There's only a little more.
Seeking
left
the
to
right
this.
kind of help.
Yes, that's the next one.
Like a mental health professional.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned alleged theft, conspiracy, and countless vendettas stretching over years. We'd sincerely suggest you consult both legal counsel and mental health professionals to help untangle these long-standing grievances in a healthy, constructive way. Don't contact the
Don't do that to her. Don't do that to her.
Given the complexity of the claims and what intensity of your language, having a third party help parse the fact of emotion might just be what you need to make coherent case or let go entirely. Professional legal representation is essential, but not here. With respect, our firm cannot in good conscience pursue your case as you've outlined it. Although we appreciate your interest, we feel that any legal representation you obtain will need to come from a different law firm, one willing to take on such a unique matter. If you feel strongly about pursuing these claims, please seek experienced counsel elsewhere and who may be able to assist you with the calm, steady hand these complex matters require. In closing, we genuinely wish you the best in finding the peace, closure, and professional support you may need, but please, in the future, remember that dramatic threats and lists of AKAs do not advance the case in the legal arena, and there's little to be gained from rage-fueled correspondence. Your best next step is to organize any relevant documents, gather concrete evidence if you have any, and seek a fresh perspective, preferably from legal and wellness experts alike. Good luck and thank you again for the memorable communication. Sincerely, unflappably composed and not entirely interested team at your local law firm.
And entirely not interested.
Now, just so you have any idea, this is the response for chat.
Oh, dear Lord.
Oh, dear Lord.
That I'm going to read tonight.
Awesome.
You oughta have that for Sunday Spice, and we could take turns reading each bulletin point.
God. We may end up doing it on Sunday Spice also. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, tonight's election
Tonight's election and you know how boring election coverage is. I mean, it really is boring.
It is so boring
because it's just like, oh, look, what's happening in this state? What's happening in this state? And then they just babble for like hours, and as they're going, oh, Jesus Christ, look, our guy is losing.
Yeah, and they keep going over and over. They pay these people hundreds of thousands of dollars to get up there and do nothing but speculate. Well, it may go this way, or it may go this way. And it's like,
so
shut up, give me the results.
So here's my suggestion. Instead of, promoting these people and giving them those hundreds of thousands of dollars and those views, you come over, you watch me, throw money at me like I'm Kamala on her wedding night. Just start throwing those ones at me, and support this channel. Yeah.
Shizzy will put his head down and go to work.
Yep. I will go
he'll put his head up
hard.
Yeah, who knows? Some might do that too.
I'll just roll my eyes back in my head. So. We are going to have some fun tonight, though. I've got lots of people that are going to be swinging on by and showing their love. Me, I'm going to go here in just a few seconds. I'm going to go vote because I'm a slacker and I do other things with my life except for vote like I'm supposed to. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw all you fine people over. Throw all you fine people over to one of the greatest people to ever make a commercial. And hopefully you get to see it tonight. Hopefully you get to see it today. Wherever you might be in this world, you can always do with a little bit of the meme copium. Have a good day.
Oh yeah, just watch the stream last night. We watched this commercial.
Yeah,
rewatched the men's show last night. Yeah.
Yes, rewatch the men's show last night, and you'll see the commercial if you don't know what I'm talking about. Everybody have a good one. We'll see you.
Bless your heart. I thought I was the only mentally challenged one here.
Get it, yeah, oh yeah. Early morning, rise and shine. Coffee's brewing, feeling fine. News is out and on the air. Shizzy Whiz nuts wild, but we don't care. Morning Whiz and Coffee. Talk the news, he's a tease. Laugh it off, we're on the go. Shizzy Whiz nuts, start the show. Let's go. Get it, yeah, oh yeah. Headlines spinning in the breeze. Stupid jokes, he's such a tease. Sip the Java with a smile. Pants are off, but stay a while. Morning Whiz and Coffee. Talk the news, he's a tease. Laugh it off, we're on the go. Shizzy Whiz, let's start the show. Let's go. Get it, yeah, oh yeah. Headlines spinning in the breeze. Stupid jokes, he's such a tease. Sip the Java, wear a smile. Pants are off, but stay a while. Morning Whiz and Coffee. Talk the news, he's a tease. Laugh it off, we're on the go. Shizzy Whiz, let's start the show. Let's go. Get it, yeah, oh yeah. Serious is overrated. Every day we're caffeinated. Talk the town, but in a jest. Morning Whiz is always best. Clock is ticking picking time to run. Morning show's a load of fun. Grab your mug, don't spill a drop. Laugh your ass off till you pop. Clock is ticking, time to run. Morning show's a load of fun. Grab your mug, don't spill a drop. Laugh your ass off till you pop.
Oh my god, Shizzy breaks Larry. Shizzy broke Larry.
What, you're